Good evening, all. Let's call this August 22nd, 2023 City Council meeting together. Please, Tracy, could we have roll call, please?
Absolutely. Bermal?
Here.
Harrington? Here. Siddig?
Here.
Smith?
Here.
Wason?
Here.
Thank you. Item 3 is approval of the agenda. There are no other additions or modifications. Could I get an motion for approval, please?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 4 is our consent agenda. Again, anybody want to pull something off of there to talk about? Otherwise, a motion for approval, please.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 5 is our public comment time. This is reserved for comment from the public for items that are not already on the agenda. Seeing no one in the public, I will close public comment period. And item 6, Josiah, engineers report, please.
Thank you. A couple of quick updates. Your biweekly City Hall update. So the work around the plaza is going. That area is cleaned out. They're doing underground electrical and also getting ready for some tile lines and things. That plaza area will have pavers and permeable pavers and sidewalks and then landscaping, obviously. But all that work that's going out there is on track to get that going this fall. Penn Meadows Park, north parking, work continues with the new west parking lot construction, but the contractor did fully move into the old lot, so that is now closed. The park remains open, the splash pad remains open, the playground, but all the parking is on the south side of the lot and access is from the south. Just as a reminder, that construction will continue through November, be substantially complete this fall, and then we do expect some seeding and touch-up things like that next spring. Ranshaw paved shoulders, just a quick note that was approved tonight for the final pay app and approval. That project is done and went well, and we closed it out and recommended acceptance tonight. And then a couple milestones for projects that you have under design. The Centennial Park Event Complex Phase 1, the schematic design phase has now been completed, which ended with a city staff review meeting today. And so that is looking good, and it's moving into design development, which is the next phase. And that'll take all the programming meetings and things that happen with staff and those reviews and the schematic layout, and then further develop that. So the next milestone for that is in late October. We'll do that all again. And the bidding is planned for the spring, next spring, and construction as of now is planned to start after Blues and Barbecue next summer. The other milestone for a design project was the streets and maintenance facility, the interior remodel. That one is like one step ahead. The design development is just about complete. There's a review meeting this Thursday to go over that with staff and review all the details and the schedule and the plans. That's going to be bid in November and would be before this council, likely in December, to award that contract. And that interior remodel would happen next year, the work. That's all I have.
Any questions for Josiah? Thank you. Brian, item 7 is all yours.
Thank you. I want to call your attention to just a couple things. First, we submitted the Enhance Iowa grant last week or on the 15th. Heard back from them already. I'm planning to present to that board September 7th. So Jillian, Nick, and I, along with Nick Pfeiffer and Josh Schomburger with the CVB, will head over to Des Moines and make that presentation. Our ask is $1 million. So we're hopeful with a positive outcome. A lot of times it does take a couple meetings with this group. They want to see progress on fundraising. We're hopeful that we'll get at least a head nod saying they support the project, but maybe want to see some more fundraising. We can bring that back to the community and perhaps make up some ground that way. So that is the first week in September. We'll have our first meeting with them. At the last meeting, this group requested another letter from the Krandic Railroad re-engaging their interest in a study for rapid bus transit along their right-of-way. Kent did email the group of staff and said that they did receive that letter. I'll forward it to this group. That was a contingency of the $25,000 commitment. So that has been received. I'll make sure you see a copy of that. And then lastly, I mentioned this last time, but it is a reminder, and you still have time. If you'd like to register for the league conference, please let me know. I think most of you know, it's a Wednesday afternoon, Thursday, and then Friday morning-ish. Even if you can make some of it, it might be worth it. Check out the agenda. Let me know if you're interested, and we'll get you signed up. Thank you.
Any questions for Ryan? Mayor's report, just mostly some things that I've been doing and places that I've been. Last Saturday, Eric and Brian and I were fortunate to be at the Owen Skelly Field dedication. Great turnout for that. Was able to provide some comments, and Councilor Smith's comments were also read out there. Today, Eric and I were also out at the Bulldogs groundbreaking ceremony, the next development that Brandon Pratt and Line Development we're putting on. Was able to make a few comments out there as well. And hopefully you'll all on this coming Friday at 10 a.m. be able to join us down on the middle of an interstate, which is going to be interesting. And I'll also be providing some comments that were requested. And then I also wanted to give you a heads up. I'm going to be re-implementing something that Mayor Salm did when he was in this role, and was to present a plaque, a token from the city to businesses in the community that have chosen to set up shop here and make North Liberty home. I thought that was a great way to welcome them into the community. So Nick and Ryan, mostly Nick, have been helping me put together a list of places to start and get ourselves caught back up. So I'm excited that I'll be able to start doing that next week out there. Item 9 are council reports. You guys have any updates on where you've been, what you've been up to on behalf of the city? Yes, sir.
Again, I was at the dedication for the Owen Skelly Field. Lots of comments from folks very appreciative of city staff helping to make the renaming possible, as well as all the work that's been really done on the field. I did make it to North Liberty Night at the Colonels. They won, and that was pretty cool. And then I helped out at the bouncy house again at the end of the summer, I think, for the kids, and 156 trips to the bouncy house with no injuries. So.
Well done. Well done.
Mayor, I just used some time to thank my colleagues as well as you. First of all, the plaque idea is fantastic. I think that's a wonderful thing, and hopefully we can, keep the memory of Mayor Salm alive and what he did with the community, and with you doing that is fantastic. I missed last meeting, and I wanted to congratulate and thank Councilor Bermel for her fundraising effort, and it has my creative juices flowing a little bit too. She's kind of laid the challenge down to help raise that money for Centennial Park, and so that was fantastic what you did there. And then thanking the mayor, Brian, and Eric for being at the field dedication. Of course, I really wanted to be there and was unable to. So really appreciate the three of you being there, and heard a lot of thank yous my way, and wanted to pass those along to you three. So thank you very much.
Anyone else?
I would. I don't have anything to add to what you already mentioned, Mayor. The two things that I was at, but I do want to say, as Brian mentioned, the field looks great out there, and I just want to shout out Guy Goldsmith and our Parks Department for all the work that they've done. I know they spent a lot of hours out there doing regrading, resodding, things like that. So.
I did have a chance to go over to the pantry and meet with Ryan, the new executive director, and he was able to kind of show me around and some of the changes that they have recently made, and just the excitement behind potentially expanding, which is definitely needed. And I know, Eric, you are very instrumental in being over there, but it was really good to go back over there and just get a refresher course in some of the services that's provided and volunteer opportunities, especially for our young people to be able to go over there and help out.
Anything else?
Nothing more to add. Just want to wish everyone a happy first day of school tomorrow. Hopefully, we won't have a lot of tire marks on our streets as people leave the parking lots for drop off. Yeah, Godspeed.
Awesome. Thank you, Will. All right, item 10 then is our Steinler Medical Park, and this is resolution number 2023-97, a resolution approving the developer's agreement for Steinler Medical Park subdivision, North Liberty, Iowa. Could I have a motion for consideration, please?
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. You guys have any questions about this? All right, Tracy, roll call, please.
Harrington,
Aye.
Bermal,
Aye.
Clayson,
Aye.
Siddick,
Aye.
Smith.
Aye.
Motion carries. And item 11 is assessment resolution, and this is resolution number 2023-98, a resolution assessing amounts owed to the city of North Liberty, Iowa to individual property taxes. Could I have a motion for consideration, please?
So moved.
Second.
Then moved and seconded. Is there any questions about that one? Tracy, roll call, please.
Bermal,
Aye.
Siddick,
Aye.
Harrington,
Aye.
Clayson,
Aye.
Smith.
Aye.
Motion carries. Hey, look at that. We're already on old business. Anything else in the past to bring back to us? Seeing none, anything on the new business
I
horizon?
just got one little quick thing. So the Small Business Administration is having another round of loans for people who have suffered economic loss due to actually the drought in some of the counties in Iowa. So Johnson County is a neighboring county, so it's very limited what you can do. But since we're close to an impacted county, you can still apply for that. So you just go to their website, the Small Business Administration.
Thank you for bringing that up. Anything else? All right, could I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you all. I did it.